Hi everyone, Julia here recording this March 8th, 2023, and I just thought I would review my story, how I got from there to here. I personally like hearing other people's stories. That's that property for sale. Anybody wanting it? Only 200,000 euros for 500,000 square meters. But yeah, I just thought I would share that again. I've kind of shared it on this channel before, but that was when I first started the channel. I have a lot more subscribers, and I'm really grateful for everybody that's here and listens, and I hope you eventually get to some healing if you need it. And that's what this is all about. And again, there's an emotional healing playlist on this channel, as well as the Loth workshops. If you want to correct all those subconscious chatter that's getting in the way of you thriving. So yeah, basically with me, I had an older sibling who was very verbally abusive. So I was always told I was stupid, I was fat, I was ugly, I would never amount to anything, no one would ever want me. I was always wished dead. And yeah, so that was from the time I could remember. By 9 years old, that same sibling introduced me to cannabis. And that first time was really intense. I don't know if she might have given me something else too. I don't know. But and then by 12 years old, I was taking hard drugs called Quaaludes and Mandrex. It's equivalent to drinking a lot and taking Xanax or something like that. So that was by 12. I was already self-medicating and just had really low self-esteem, go figure. And of course, I had no reason, I didn't know why. I had no awareness of the reason why I was so low in self-esteem and didn't like myself, and etc., the typical. So I just stayed on that self-medicating path for a good another 40-something years. And through all that, I was still manifesting things, good and bad, because when I was young, I always wanted to have a 2-story house and a husband, and I had that, and I had a few 2-story houses, a couple of husbands. And yeah, I just manifested material things in my life for a time, but no fulfillment. So I ended up manifesting a divorce in 2002 after an 18-year relationship. And after that, I went on the hunt for somebody to love me like I should be loved. But the issue is, when you don't love yourself, you can't expect anyone else to. And love really isn't something you do. Love is something you are. You have to become love. So anyway, I went on that path and had my wild, promiscuous years in my 40s, rocking and rolling in Austin, Texas. And then, I guess around my mid-50s, I'll be 62 in August. So I guess 2016. So yeah, that would have been when I was 55. I discovered language lessons of the heart and learned that there was actually something called emotional healing. And it ended up being just what I needed. And led me to biofield tuning, which I became a practitioner. You can go to biofieldtuning.com and go under Find a Practitioner and look under Portugal. And you'll find me, Julia Murphy. And yeah, and those two things changed my life because biofield tunings allowed me to have money when I need it. And that's exactly how it works. Whenever I need money, people call for tunings, and I offer them on a donations basis. And I usually get amply rewarded. And the people getting tuned usually love it too. And of course, you can do it distance as well as in person. So anyway, when I discovered language lessons of the heart, I started clearing out these judgments or fears, whatever you want to call them, like I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I never have enough, with his 4 processes that really work. So if you haven't done that yet, regardless of your age, I suggest it. And if you're pushing your second Saturn return, which is around age 60, that's, I think, when most of us get there and hopefully do the shadow work. And then from there, I went on, and I think other people do too, to discover how magical we are and how we actually really do create this reality. So, take the reins on that, you get your subconscious cleared up so you're not sabotaging your intentions, and you have virtuous intentions from your heart, not just to fill voids in your life, because you really don't have voids once you do your emotional healing, because the voids are all the same. It's not feeling loved. And I used to say, once you fall in love with yourself, there's no need for love from anyone else. But it's not really falling in love with yourself, it's just becoming love and just, being love. And I'm not saying I'm there yet, but I try to keep in that mindset, the love mindset, the how good can it get, staying positive. I know a lot of people diss on the you can't be positive all the time, you have to be a realist. Yeah, well, I am a realist. I'm a positive realist. And it's so funny, even when things, obstacles, challenges pop up. Like yesterday, we went to we call it the Matrix when we go to town, Port of Mall, which could represent port to the Matrix, Port of Mall. And my car already has a lot of issues. I have to add water all the time. So I'd added water, I shut the hood, I got in, went to turn the key on, nothing. Get out, open the hood, touch the battery cables, tap on a couple of things, shut the hood, get back in the car, starts right up. And Gro and Keith were with me, and they're all just like, what? And they said the whole time they were thinking, this is going to work out, this is going to work out, this is going to work out. So there you go. There was some manifesting right there. And then to go to my nephews, where we were all used to be staying. You have to go up this dirt track that's really wet and muddy. And anyway, my car doesn't have a lot of power now, so I wasn't getting up. So I had to back up for a while, and I kind of went off the track and pushed this big rock up, and even pushed the fender up on my car, and got stuck there. And so we got in touch with Murray. He came over there, which was luckily only 10 minutes away. And we were going to try to pull the car, and then Gro's like, if we just lift it, maybe we can move that rock. And so then Gro and Keith and I, mostly Keith, lifted the car. And it was hard to lift it because it was the end on the bottom of the slope. So it was a lot of weight to lift. It was the whole car like tilted at, probably 60, 70 degrees. So anyway, lifted that up. The rock just came right off. And I was able to let the car back up some more and then drive it up. So yeah, and it was when those challenges occurred, no one like cursed or got upset or, why does stuff like this always happen? None of that. We just all, either took action or sent good thoughts toward a remedy, and it was very effective and super cool. So yeah, and so now here I am about to get my Social Security come September. I was born August 19th, 1961 in Houston, Texas at 6:45 a.m. Any astrologers out there? And now I'm about to be able to get that minimum Social Security, which I'm taking because it's a lot to me. And we're living out here on the land by a wonderful benefactor who's just happy to have someone here to work his land. Oh no, the car's coming and the dogs like to chase cars. But, so this is probably a good time to close out. So thanks everyone for listening. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Remember to always focus on what you want and help others if you can. Ciao, ciao.